In this video, I'll show you how to find the rule of an absolute value function when you know 2 points that have the same y-coordinate and at least one other point. There are a few steps to do this. They are listed here. Instead of explaining them one by one, let's do an example and apply them. We want to find the rule of the absolute value function that passes through points -10, 6, -8, 0, and 2, 6. The first step is to place the points on the Cartesian plane. We get this. Be careful. You might think that -8, 0 is the vertex point, but it's not, since the two branches wouldn't be symmetrical. However, you can already see that the function must open upwards. Furthermore, you can deduce that points -10, 6 and -8, 0 are located on the same branch, and so the vertex must be lower than point -8, 0. You can also see that points -10, 6 and 2, 6 are at the same height on the Cartesian plane. This is normal, since they have the same y-coordinate. Once you've made these observations, you can move on to step 2, which is to calculate the value of parameter h. Since the two branches of an absolute value function are symmetrical, it means that points -10, 6 and 2, 6 are equidistant from the axis of symmetry. You can therefore calculate the x-coordinate of the vertex by averaging the x values of these 2 points. In other words, h equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So h equals -10 plus 2 over 2, giving -8 over 2, which is -4. Now you know that the vertex is on the vertical axis that passes through x equals -4. But what's its y value? We'll find out later. You can move on to step 3. Calculate a1, which is the slope of the left branch. Since points -10, 6 and -8, 0 are both to the left of the vertex, you know they're on the same branch as mentioned earlier. So you can calculate the slope of this branch using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You get 6 minus 0 over -10 minus -8, which gives 6 over -2, which equals -3. Be careful. Just because the slope of one of the branches of an absolute value function is negative, it doesn't mean that the function's parameter a is negative. This is what we'll determine in the next step. The sign of parameter a is related to the opening of the absolute value function. If parameter a is positive, then the function opens upwards, meaning above the vertex. If a is negative, the opposite is true. By placing the points on the graph in step 1, we already deduced that the function opens upwards. So parameter a is positive. It is therefore 3 and not -3. Step 5 is to write the rule in standard form, which is f of x equals a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k. Replace a with 3 and h with -4. You get f of x equals 3 times the absolute value of x plus 4 plus k. For step 6, you may choose any known point and replace it in the rule, which will allow you to determine the value of k. Let's say you choose point -8, 0. In the rule, replace x by -8 and y by 0. Now you need to isolate k. Start by doing the calculation between the absolute value signs. -8 plus 4 gives -4. The absolute value of -4 is 4. Then 3 times 4 is 12. You end up with the equation 0 equals 12 plus k. To isolate k, subtract 12 from both sides of the equation. K equals -12. In other words, the y-coordinate of the vertex is -12. The last step is to write the answer. The rule for the absolute value function is f of x is equal to 3 times the absolute value of x plus 4 minus 12. That's it. I hope this video has helped you to understand how to find the rule of an absolute value function when you know 3 points on the function, 2 of which have the same height. If you don't have 2 points at the same height, we have a video showing you how to calculate that too. And if you know the vertex, we've also got a video for that. Make sure to check them out.